Podia has a 4.6 out of 5 on both G2 and Capterra, and a 3.7 out of 5 on Trustpilot from around 100 reviews. That's a much smaller review pool than Kajabi or Thinkific, and the gap between the platforms is worth paying attention to. The positive reviews are genuinely enthusiastic, people who found exactly what they needed and got results fast. The negative ones describe something different. Account locking without warning, support that disappears on weekends, and bugs that don't get fixed. Here's what the reviews actually say. Before the reviews, a quick note on what Podia actually is and who it's built for. Podia is an all-in-one platform, website, email marketing, courses, digital downloads, and community under one roof. It runs on 2 paid plans, Mover at $39 a month with a 5% transaction fee, and Shaker at $89 a month with no transaction fee. The free plan was retired in late 2024. There's now a 30-day free trial. It's aimed at solopreneurs and small creators who want to replace several separate tools with one platform. That context matters when you read the reviews. Let's start with the positives. And unlike some platforms where praise is lukewarm or hedged, Podia's positive reviews tend to be genuinely enthusiastic. A few themes come up repeatedly. 1. Set up in a week, sales in the first month. That's the Podia pitch in practice. For a solopreneur who just needs to get moving, that speed to revenue story comes up consistently in the positive reviews. 2. This one is particularly useful because the reviewer has used both Kajabi and Thinkific for comparison. They're not choosing Podia because it's the only thing they tried. They're choosing it after testing the alternatives and deciding the price to feature ratio works better for them. 3. Named reviewer, professional context. The support and tutorials specifically get called out, which matters because Podia is a smaller platform than Kajabi or Teachable. When the support actually works, users notice. Now the negative reviews, and this is where Podia's story differs from most platforms. The complaints aren't about pricing changes or billing traps. They're about something more fundamental, your account going dark and nobody telling you. 1. They found out their account was locked from a customer who couldn't access a product they'd paid for. 3 days, no response, while a membership is down. Podia's own help center has a documented article on account locking, which means this is a known process. The issue isn't that locking happens, it's that when it does, communication doesn't follow. 2. Podia does offer 7-day support, but this reviewer's point is about time zones and response times. A Saturday issue in Europe means waiting past Monday evening once US business hours start. For a platform you're running a live business on, that gap is real. 3. This one is from January 2026, and the free trial clock running while the account is inaccessible is a specific detail worth noting. You can't evaluate a platform you can't log into, and if the trial counts down anyway, you've used up your evaluation window without being able to evaluate anything. 4. This reviewer has the professional background to know exactly what they're describing. Buy now pages not loading means lost sales. When she escalated, the response was to cite India regulations rather than attempt to reproduce the bug. Podia replied publicly and attributed it to Stripe and Indian payment laws. She edited her review to point out that other platforms using the same Stripe India integration don't have this problem. Podia is a genuinely good fit for a specific type of creator, someone who wants one clean platform at a reasonable price and doesn't need the depth of Kajabi or the track record of Teachable. The positive reviews are real and they're consistent. But so are the account locking incidents. The platform itself works, the risk is operational. If something goes wrong on a weekend, your ability to get help quickly is limited. If you're a solopreneur just getting started, the 30-day trial gives you room to find out if it fits. Not sure which platform fits your situation? I built a free tool at ddiy.co, answer 9 questions, and get a personalized recommendation in 2 minutes, link in the description.